Go with Garn. I joined that earlier. I don't look. Anybody can prove me wrong. What? Anybody can tell me in this chat what makes Gorgarn fun. Like straight up. Besides that, bro. Like I just literally just joined in there. All you do is watch Plants Grow, and it got like 1 million players. I'm quite surprised. Y'all really want me to do the gay quiz? Okay. Alright, bro. Yeah, it's unavailable. I can't do it. I'll see if I create it. I'll see if there is one, though. That does support Xbox stuff. Look, I'm not... Look, new viewers, I'm not gay, though, by the way. But I am an ally, you know. Okay. Okay. Y'all wanted me to play this, by the way. Y'all want me to play this. Are you a male? Yes. Will you... Wait. How do you feel about pride events or celebrations? I really don't care. I really don't care. Would you feel uncomfortable attending the LGBTQ plus event with friends? Maybe. Do you believe that everyone should have a right to should have a right to love who they want? Absolutely. Who should give a fuck who the fuck you love? Do you support your... Wait, do you think your friends would support you if you shared your feelings? For right now, some yes, some no. Even though I'm just predicting. Some yes and some no. So I should probably say I'm not sure. Do you have a role models of the same gender that you admire? What does that mean? What does that mean? Can any mod tell me what does that mean? Can any mod that's in this chat tell me what that means? Like, I want a mod to tell me. I want a mod to tell me. A role model is someone whose behavior... Oh, so it's basically who you admire to. Like, for example, like, basically... I look up to Kai Cenat, for example, with, like, streaming stuff. So probably yes, and he, you know, he is a boy, so... Do you think it's important to talk about your feelings or friends? I need to remove chat, game chat. Depending on what friend it is, sometimes. Yeah. What if William's in here? No, he's not. Luca. I mean, William's literally not even in here. Have you ever felt attracted to someone of the same gender? I swear y'all picked me a game that technically has personal questions in it that I should not be explaining on stream. Even though y'all know, for whoever was in my old community, dog, I swear. In the past? My brother's right here, so I really don't want to say it. But in the past. Not now, though, because you know I got Gabby. But in the past. Not now, though, because I got Gabby. Because I got Gabby. How do you feel when someone you see as the same gender comfortable? I just feel supportive. I don't give a fuck. Do you think it's important to educate people about LGBTQ plus issues? Honestly, it depends if they feel comfortable with it or not. So, me personally, I don't think it really matters. Me personally, do you enjoy spending time with boys? As friends, if you're talking about, then yes, I guess. Have you noticed if others think you are not straight? Look, my parents, before I started dating Gabby, literally thought I was gay. So, yes, they did. This is the first and last time I'm doing this, by the way. And some people just came in from a raid, so... You know, nah. How many questions is there? Yeah, cause you know, how would you feel if a close friend came out as LGBTQ plus? Look, I would be surprised, but I would also support as well. So I'll probably pick. I would mainly support them, and I would be surprised too. Not in a meme way though. Not a meme way though. What kind of qualities do you prefer in a friend? Someone who is very supportive, someone who's older and wise, someone who shares my interests, someone who is younger and playful. I don't have any preferences. Okay, there is more than one, but I'm just gonna do number one because that's my top priority. Honestly, that is my top priority. Do you feel comfortable discussing your interests with friends? Yes. Especially video game stuff. Yeah, that's my main interest. That's my main interest. And streaming, that's my main interest. And making friends off of streaming, that's my main interest. And y'all know that for a fact. That's my main interest. That's my main interest. Y'all know that for a fact. Are most of your friends the same gender as you? Half and half. How do you feel about same-gender relationships? Didn't it just ask that question? I honestly don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. What do you think is the most important quality in a friend? Supportiveness, honesty, loyalty, sense of humor. Honestly, I know 3 of these. All of these, obviously. But I would mainly pick supportiveness, honestly, because, you know, every single friend that y'all can agree with me in this chat, but everybody that's like a friend of one another has to be supportive of each other. If you're not supportive, fuck them, leave them, break up friendships with them. But like, if you're like a supportive friend, that's like, it's fine, you're good, you're bonding with that person and stuff. That's literally normal. So supportiveness. Do you enjoy spending time with the girls? Fuck yes. How do you feel about making new friends? Chat, y'all have not seen me IRL. When I make friends, I am shy. Well, before I meet them. Look, I am literally kind of shy making friends IRL. So I would honestly pick, I'm just kind of nervous about it. Y'all have not seen me IRL. Y'all only see me in the streaming world, not IRL. Like, I feel comfortable talking IRL than in person, to be honest. To be able to, like, make friends. Now, if I know you more, then, of course, you know what I mean? Do you feel comfortable talking about your feelings with friends? Didn't it just ask that question? I literally choose yes. Do you think relationships can just be as important as family relationships? Yeah. Oh, you tweaking. My brother just said no. Oh, you tweaking. You tweaking. My brother just said no. Oh, you tweaking badly. Oh, you tweaking. You tweaking. You... Dog. Yeah, people saying what in the chat. Do you think friendships can just be as important as family relationships? You just said no.
Yes, 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 yes.
Nah.
Yes, yes.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. But yeah, yes. You should always keep your friend bonding. Always. 24/7. Always. Bonding. Always. How do you feel when you hear someone use LGBTQ slurs? Look. Twitch, don't ban me. Look, this is gonna be embarrassing. I mean, for the server, specifically for my community, look, if you use an LGBTQ plus slur, like, you know that I'm not gonna say because it's gonna get me banned, but like, if you use that and use that, look, instant ban. Look, William, you guys probably saw his announcement on Discord. He is, you know, I'm not gonna say it because I'm gonna get banned, but he is. Be quiet. He is. He is, you know. No. He is, you know. So yeah, so that's why if you know, you guys probably already recognize bias streams, you know. So how do you feel someone would hear, look, I choose this one sometimes, and this one. Oh, look. Will you be quiet? So yeah. Look, honestly, look, because let me remind you, this community is an LGBTQ plus friendly server. Look, I don't care if you're gay or not in this community, and I'm talking about mine specifically. Look, I don't care if you're gay or not. You should feel supported regardless in my community. I really don't fucking care. Like, you see, my chat calls me gay every single time, but it's like as a joke, so like, you know what I mean. And by the way, this will get posted on YouTube, on the Clip channel, by the way. Do you enjoy watching romantic movies of shows featuring same-gender couples? I really don't watch TV, to be honest, so maybe honestly a no. Maybe honestly a no. Honestly a no. Have you ever had a crush on a close friend of the same gender? I don't think I have ever had a crush on any of my friends, besides Gabby, for example, because we actually used to be friends, and then, you know, well, I told y'all that she actually had a crush on me first, before I had a crush on her. So, you know, but as of right now, I don't think that's possible for me. But not of the same gender though. Nah, not of the same gender though. Nah. They're talking about boys now. No. Which of the following traits do you appreciate more in a person? Strong, athletic, creative and funny, good looking, kind and intelligent. Honestly, that last one. I don't honestly that last one, because that's more important. That's more important. That's more important. Do you enjoy activities or hobbies with friends of the same gender? Yes.
Yes.
What's wrong with that? Do you feel about LGBTQ representation in media?
Yes.
Can you be quiet? Look. Honestly, look, you could express yourself in media, but let me just remind you that if you're not, look, for example, Twitter. The moment you say something that's gay related, they'll think it's, how can I say this in an appropriate way where I can't get banned? Look, for example, Twitter. If you say anything that's like gay related, they would think that you're teaching little kids that. Yeah, I know, chat. That's crazy. And I'm gonna say this in an appropriate way possible to get banned, not get banned, by the way. This is to avoid getting banned, by the way. So yeah, but I think it's important. What does the map stand for? Oh. Oh, this is what it means. Okay. Do you feel comfortable discussing LGBTQ plus topics with friends? Yes. Well, sometimes it depends, but I'll just say yes. Getting result. 68% of what exactly? What you mean yes? What you mean yes? Yo, what you mean yes? I literally what you mean yes? Hold on, let me read this out. Your result is 68% is wild. That's wild. You are predominantly homosexual, but you constantly experience the same. Okay, experience interest in the opposite gender. Yeah, that's true on that part. Your primary interaction directed towards individuals of the same gender, yet you may still find some members of the opposite gender appealing at times. This can indicate period self-acceptance of where you feel comfortable acknowledging this. Okay. What? Okay, so most of this stuff is true, but what the fuck do you mean quick answer yes? What you mean quick answer yes? What you mean by that? Quick answer yes. But yeah, so I guess I'm 68%. Like and subscribe on the video. Oh my god.